ギリギリのスピードで世界は回ってくんだ。今僕だけにできること探しに行こう。雨上がりのバス停でピンと咲いたあの花も誰もが迷いながらも繰り返してる人生の1ページ。頭に描いてた理想と現実進むのもやめようか。
Megadimension Neptunia VIIR. The game comes on a string. I did this for the 12 days of Nep as a thing. Audio fine for you? You guys can hear me? I get it. How about now? You know, I have to go onto my other account and look at the sound just to see if I hear it. But anyways, let's get this run started. As you guys know, I'll try to explain as much as I can to this. I know it's gonna be a train wreck because I did vanilla just recently ago, and hopefully I can get this by controls. Anyways, let's get this started. Next game will be Rebirth 2 Conquest. If pretty much gonna be Conquest, so that's a really overall deal. So thanks for guys for being here for the marathon, and let's get it started. There's just, if you're talking about V2R, there's only one ending in the game. Since no one met the actual play the ending, we won't be listening to it. You're automatically forced into true end. There's no need for extra. They made it a little bit easier on you. Anyways, let's get this bet started. And 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you don't get world map encounters. So the they added additional to V2R where you pretty much interact with Big Neptune in the story. Also, it's pretty much the only thing additional to much of the changes of V2 between V2R. So if you were to do segment runs of this, it's really, you have to deal with the VR sections. As Hexy has stated, there's no world map encounters. A lot has changed. The battle system is an AP system like the MK2 system. But they also changed a lot of stuff like the difficulty of the enemies and such. They also added where you actually can have all 3 or 4 characters on the field running with you. That's about it. But yeah. That's the only time you see a small histoire here for the beginning or in the menu. That's about it. So you would only have yeses and nos here. This would be your only section for VR if you were having a headset, which is the only interaction. Everything else you just could play with your controller. There's nothing else that benefits it. So V2R is really off on that. Most of the gameplay is the same thing as usual. Until we get to into Heart Dimension, where you usually choose between 2 paths, you're automatically forced to do both of the paths. This is where the developers think that we kept on choosing Hyper Dimension instead of Heart Dimension, where they had more to it, the story. So they made sure to combine the stories together. However, they did make some of the bosses easy, but until patches happen. Chozak, shout out to him on him attempting 1.07. I think it's gonna be 8 soon, where he attempted his run. He did bop my world record, but it looked like a terrible run still in general. But I wish everyone luck when they play the game and enjoy it as much as they can. It's pretty much the same thing, and spring 2018 for it. But first, we get Forgo for Steam, where everyone's been waiting for almost 7 years. So that's pretty much your VR scene in the beginning. You lose like 5 minutes already. Also, your body, you are a pillow. That's you. That's your body, a pillow. So pretty much you, in the beginning, you already have everything. You can break boxes and such. And you extra stuff. You could usually beat that in one phase. So they introduce you with a sprint system here. Compared to the sprint, the speed that you had in in V2R, this makes it much more slower than compared to dealing with the one you have normally. Like in Sega Hard Girls, you have your sprint, but you're unlimited. Like you're limited here. So the sprint here is not that really great. But as I also stated that the boxes you can break easily now, like, so you can take as much shortcuts as you can. For encounter wise for mobs, it's if you're a solo character, you can actually get killed easily now. And depending, escaping is also much of our RNG thing. I'm not sure if it deals with agility anymore. Yeah, no sleep. Also, tacos, if you're gonna be doing that, you can get banned easily. That was bad. Okay. Go stay with your OG version. Yeah, the only difference is it's just a little bit more difficult. But you fully heal after every boss. So they fixed most of the glitches here, so you're not gonna get the same glitches. Also, Paralyzed is actually worse in this game compared to the one you had dealt with earlier before. Is me waifu? So Paralyze and Poison are actually OP in this game compared to the OG version, because either or, depending, enemy or you, it's much, either side, it's really OP. So, but it's worse on your side if you get paralyzed compared to the enemy. Also, we'll just stick to there. And then look down. Okay, so I'm gonna read as much as I can. So yeah, the zero dimension version is much different now. Yeah, so you can heal fully in the end of battles. That's the only benefit. But enemies have like more attack and you can die easily. She's on our bed. adult net waifu. What's up, everyone? Oh. So there's like a setup here you can do if you, because Nep pretends to get something off your head. But I don't. Oh, I got it. There, you get to look at. So the VR scenes, you get yes and no's. Depending on what you answer, there's multiple different ones you can do. Once the English version comes out, it's up to you. But in like a speedrun sense, you want the lesser one. Like if I go for the next one, I'll let you know how it works. But some yeses and nos are some things that you do not want to do. But if you're doing casual, it's a different story. You have to play it twice or something like that. Let's also put in that they now added an autosave, and so autosave will save you from any resets, anything crashes now. The only thing autosave will not save you is double fights. Double fights is the worst in this game. But in general it is, but a double fight wastes you so much time that it's no point. This would be the only reason for you to get this version. Yeah, so there's also the VR room where you can look at all the 4 CPUs. I should have put a incentive for yes and no's, but it's too late. HDN Neptune. Next time. Next time. How are you guys going? Welcome to the next day of the last 2 games of the marathon. Your incentive has been met and you'll have this. I did 4 goddesses last time when it first came out, and this is gonna be the game that I'm doing that is coming out. I don't know about Rebirth, but whatever. Rebirth remake. So that's the first VR. So everything's mostly the same anyways in wise. Except the actual extra changes, like this one area has more cold darkness to it compared to its lightish color before. And you get to see other Neps in your party run alongside you. That's the same thing with the sprint. The sprint is not that great, honestly, so you're just gonna hear a bunch of footsteps. In our ways of calling it so far, we call it the Nep Stampede. Army of Neps. So I'm grabbing this item. It's the same thing as you do in V2. It's about the same thing. All items also carry over to all other Neps. But I'm not sure about money. I never double checked that. It should carry usually, but all items do get carried over. So I did mention earlier on that we're able to break obstacles, but breaking obstacles is not. I got what? Okay, bullshit. Okay, yeah, escaping is really hard now for this part. So as I was saying, you can start breaking stuff, but breaking stuff is not really that much of a difference when you need items. So we would still need items anyways in the end of the day, as if you want to not have that many. So I did a practice run of this before and I died in the beginning and it was terrible. There's also extra bonuses that you get where you can unlock your skills and counters. We won't get counter until like later on. This must be a fun day. My god, I got 2 encounters in this run. Alright. Our formations in this. Wow. Formations in this skill are, you actually get to see formations that you've never seen before. Like, for example, this one. You actually can see it rather than not before. I can actually give you a play down on it. That's pretty much it is. Formations in the later update get much better than the ones that you see now. Oh god, it's Marin. So for this one, you would want to say yes rather than no, because there's a if you actually say no, she'll well, I don't know the exact term what it would say usually, but you would usually is saying that you don't want to eat your share, so you're giving both of them to her. So she eat 2 instead, it takes longer. So you say yes for this one. But as I showed you Dust, that's how the formations are. They're pretty much the same, but you actually you see more animations to it, at least. That they never did for the OG one. It's pretty much like vanilla Neptunia, where they had the silhouettes, and then when Rebirth 1 came out, they added silhouettes, and then you'll have the OG and V2 where they never completed the formation skills because they took shortcuts. It's pretty much the same thing like that.
もうお友達でいいよね。よし。それじゃあ、いただきます。美味しかった。私、とっても幸せだよ。おかげさまで小腹も満たされたし、やっと気持ちを切り替えられそう。さてと、釣りからは一旦離れて、昆虫探しといきますか。いろいろと慌ただしくてごめんね。また近いうちにお邪魔。
Breaking parts is kind of easy in this game, but it plays a major role on this game a lot. I'll probably show it by when we get to deeper in, but breaking parts do play a harder part here. I feel she's talking to a pillow and Nepo. So as everyone's favorite boss of the history of V2, we are going to be fighting Dark Purple. Everyone knows how much of a pain in the ass that fight is usually if you do it as runs and casually. So if the enemy sees you, you can actually outrun it with a sprint before hoping it'll not notice you anymore. The reason why I'm picking up all those items is just because I need it. Now they also introduced a crafting system in your inventory, so you can sell all items in your inventory and craft stuff there. Much easier. Like the chip parts, like disc making, there's that still, but unless you actually know what they do, they're kind of different compared to before. But they still retain what they usually are. So we're gonna be now introducing Dark Purple. Everything is pretty much the same with her, but it's a little bit harder because you're in this particular battle system, you're now limited to how many items per character can use. In the menu, it shows you how many items can you use. Now you can't use that many this time. So you're limited a lot on runs and such. They also have introduced an enrage system in here. So the enrage system is pretty much that the boss will start targeting that particular character now. She's been targeting Izumi for like a while. Yeah, Izumi is now targeted. I'm gonna have to heal Izumi sooner or later. So I'm gonna be next to the lamb. So as I said, you have a limitation of items, and I've had only limitation to use for Izumi. They also introduced counters, but we're not gonna get into that part yet. No. I wouldn't have time to learn it anyway. God damn it, Ox. God damn it. Yes. I want to ignore her and I'll be like, but so in the, you are limited to 4 items, usually depending on what stats you have. The more you progress, the more you upgrade your, how many items you can do. So and also based on your AP and SP, pretty much the same thing. You remember you have to put also the RNG factors and crashes if possible. And plus, you're putting 3.5 hours is when your first run, because it's your first run. You don't put in consideration it's a marathon safety, Marin. Remember that. There's a difference between you doing a run and you doing in a marathon. After Marin said that, he'll crash now, guys. Keep in mind, you can't skip this. Hey, Ken. You're a pillow. DLC is not mentioned yet on that because they don't still have that here. Actually, 1.7, get out of here. So this game actually has counters, but we're not getting counters yet. So alright, who thinks Izumi is gonna get kicked and get trashed around by the robot? Yeah, what's up, Beef Hash? Yes, waifus in VR. Where's my team at? Whoa! Oh my god! That was close. That was close. I call that the cock blocker. And that's me passing by it. So in this dungeon, there is the cock blockers, how we call it for our V2 run. That was probably one of them, but not really. I got first try again. The reason why I say there's the cock blockers, because in this upcoming room soon, there's 3 big enemy spawns, and that would be one of them. And we go in between them because they are a cock blocker. I think Marin's being overconfident. Especially, you have... But anyways... It is getting bad now. No, Marin. So you don't want to be next to him because he has a line attack, and Izumi just got kicked. I wasted an item. Ah, you little fucking fat person. You a dick. You fucking dick shit. Trying something different, that's why. Fucking kill me. Kill me. Kill me. I tried something new. And this is what happens when you get mobbed. So I'm gonna have to go with my old strat. I'm going with my old strat. I hate this fight so much. Yeah. This is really, really bad. Okay, so you don't game over completely, so there's no saves at all. The problem with that one part is that enemies can just destroy you instantly when you're lacking a lot of items. Which V2's gameplay was the best. V2 is better. He said he would wake up halfway of V2R. But like I said, OG V2 is okay. But I didn't really need to see of most of the stuff changing. Yeah, I'm not a pillow anymore. I am now a chair. See? Look, I'm a chair now. That's my body. A chair. I am now a chair. My soul has embedded a chair now. The console war will end after this. I'm just putting that out. You growing up fast. I went from a pillow to I became a pillow to a chair. There's a lot of references on this one anyways. Shadigo, what's up? Who's hyped for the conquest of all Neps? Of all Neps? Alright, so this is the solo part of Neptune. Previously in true end runs you would have to talk to chirpers, but you don't need to talk to the chirpers. Now I'm kind of a little bit worried because I'm out of revive items, so I might have to buy revive items for this story. But I'm not buying it until later on because I need to. Route building is kind of that now. So the reason why I'm gonna buy items now is because I'm going to do some selling later on, and we'll get to that when we get to that point. How are you guys, chat? How is the marathon so far to you, in your opinion? Shoutouts to actually staying up above 40 plus viewers. It's even without a big host, it's that's still a big number. Alright, why am I going for that? I don't need that. Alright, so shoutouts to Chozak for this this strat. Ancient Dragon's weakness is this one. So hopefully we have enough AP in the beginning. Oh my god, I can actually use it. Perfect, I didn't have to use any healing items. And it teaches you're dying from being too much tired, but it's fine. Marathon's fun. Come fun. Yeah, well, you only get this marathon once or twice a year anyway. Oh.
例のソフトがちゃんと動く
Oh, guess what I'm now?
結局
I am the bed. I am now the bed.
なかなかうまくいかないもんだよね
I'm evolving.
そうそう花探しを断念しようとした時スカイフィッシュを見つけちゃってさ慌てて追いかけようとしたら危うく崖から落っこちそうになっちゃって
In all honesty, you were confused about developing your city to get better items, equipments for the first time. The only benefit of on the OG was that you just extra stuff from the thing and the do true end. Then you have the get crafting better items and buying items. That's about it. I'm evolving. Think of it as Zelium. You got fat and only comfy comfort.
ゲーム業界だと集中力の女神って崇め立てまつられてたぐらいなんだからね評価もまあそんな根も葉もないデタラメをでささっきスカイフィッシュを見たって話をしたけどプレイヤーさんは実在が怪しいって言われてる生物の存在信じてたりする
13 seconds to get out of here.
だったら私と同じだねいるって思った方がロマンがあるしさ夢も希望も膨らんじゃうよねさてと一息入れたしそろそろスカイフィッシュ捕獲に戻りますかそれじゃあ私たちそろそろ行くね今日も楽しかったよ近いうちにまたお邪魔させてね
Alright, we're now back to the segment where we're Nepgear and Izume. So I'm going to be now showing you what I mean about selling and crafting. And this is how you get your money early game, and that's all the money you probably would need anyways. Now, the only problem of this is that if the ads are spawning and their frame window appears, even if they didn't spawn, you can encounter them. So you can encounter any of them when they're spawning. Does that make you worse? Hey, you had sleep. I had like maybe this. Well, I died. I have no right to talk. At least it was on like 50 hours. Alright, so as I was explaining about items, so we can craft now. So you can craft in your menu now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our sell all our items. Izumi gets her counter already. And as everyone remembers, R4 is one of the bitch NPCs.
ついていこう。
終焉の時を
全力でいき
今
ます。
ここに。
娘の番だね。
全てに滅びを。
やるしかない。娘の番だね。バイバーイ。
Bye bye. And look how easy that fight was compared to. So technically Big Nep is more OP here, and you can see by all that HP.
終焉の時を今ここに。
娘の番だね。もういざ参る。ぐるぐるドリーム。娘。出発です。
Adult Nep, best Nep.
休憩っと。
Rip Zelda.
ただいま戻りました。
I don't know, I think I see a bomb.
出発です。
Do you guys see a bomb in the chat? If you guys see a bomb in the chat, please report. Wow, exposed. Called out.
行くんだね。ここですね。じゃあ行こっか。
So hitbox are a real bad thing here. We're gonna go in between. Are you joking? Are you joking, dude? Wow, I have no comment on that one.
回復した方がいいかもな。いざ参る。これでね。任せてください。にゃお。にゃお。にゃお。よし。にゃお。
I'm not kidding. What the fuck? I had a feeling that he would move. Cute Izumi. That's not the bomb.
無理はしない
今
方がいい。
ここに
ぐるぐるドリー
全てに滅びを。
ム。娘の番だね。ネプネプしよう。
Everyone remembers how R4 destroyed you all?
迷いはありません。
終焉の時を今ここに。
標本にしちゃうぞ。
俺が全部終わらす。
回復した方がいいかも。
ことで回復した方がいいかもな。
いざ参る。なんてね。
破れるという次は誰だ。
いいかも。
Why did I bother reviving you?
俺が全部終わらせる。よし。
My god, are you kidding me? That was dumb.
準備はしっかりしないとね。出発です。じゃあ
The other one's not real. So if you notice the time, it's already not 52 minutes in. Compared to our previous runs of HDN, we actually get out of Zero Dimension at least between 25 to 40 minutes minimum, unless you got bad luck with probably 45 maximum. Any other above that is terrible.
手紙候補名だからって甘く見ないでください。しちゃうぞ。何をしようかね。もう迷い。来た来た。ジム誰かヘルプ。よし、やった。出発です。頑張ろうね。
Also, and say like you make a mistake going to a different area, you can actually force stop the character from moving. So that's one of the extra benefits.
ウサギさんだよ。ワラビーのように。
So pretty much the story is exactly it is until a certain point. The stories are also now easy, so you'll see what I mean. You don't have to do extra stuff, except Esha's story is a little bit more of a difficult side in the patch I'm playing. Are you kidding?
任せてください。ネプネプしよう。何をしよう。私の番ですね。次。ここに行くんだね。
This is so bad.
ただいま戻ります。準備はしっかりしないとね。
Skipping menuing is really difficult for this one part compared to V2 OG. I'm still the bed. I am now the floor.
Ugh.
Okay. VR, my favorite.
こっそり入って脅か
She
し
played it off. It's okay, guys.
最近私
Play it
ルイの
off.
レトロゲームを遊んでいるんだけど、とあるボスが倒せないんだ。楽に倒すには別ステージのボスを倒して手に入る武装が必要なんだけど、そのボスも反射武装があってかなり強くてさ。で、そのボスを楽に倒すためには道中で足場が消える鬼畜のステージをクリアしないといけない。しかもこのステージを楽に攻略できるには最初に言ってたボスの武装が必要で、あれこれ無限ループしてるじゃん。ダメだ、考えるとドツボにはまっちゃう。たまには話題を変えて私のお話でもしようかな。そうだね。ここから先は私の独り言ってことで、私ね、うずめの目が覚めるまでは気が気じゃなかったんだ。一緒に前に出た私が無理にでもうずめを止めるべきだった。そう思ってすっごく責任を感じていたの。だけど諦めないネプギアを見て弱気になっている自分がバカバカしく思えたの。それに次元が違ってもネプギアは私の妹だから、そうである以上私がリードしなきゃって覚悟を決めたんだよ。さてと、そういうわけでうずめのためにスペシャルネプピタン V2 を作らなきゃ。ねえねえ、この後大きな戦いがあるんだけど、それが終わったら私と一緒にプリン食べようね。
Oh.
そうこなくっちゃ。というわけで
Keep her at a safe distance.
交互期待だよ。
She comes in through the door. She disappears in
ありがとう。
through a vanishing place.
ただいま戻りました。
So the reason why I'm buying that is because that's all the items I would technically need for the rest of the run until I wanted to change it up. So I'm introducing counters. Only Big Nep doesn't have any counters, so... And that's what happens. That's what happens when you get confused. Alright, this is becoming an annoying thing. Okay, I went way too fast there. I literally facepalmed my own self. Yeah, so I went way too fast there. You're not supposed to even die there, but that's my fault. Because when you're rushing it, it's really dumb. I should have played a little safe there. Also, Izume got confused. I actually facepalmed. So you also saw confusion there, which is one of the new things that they added. Like I said, it's also now second game over. Trying to see what it needed. Because I rushed way too fast on it.
よし、落ち着いていこう。よし、邪魔にしちゃうぞ。ぐるぐるドリーム。誰が相手かしら。いざ、ファイル。やるしかないんですね。一気に決めさせてもらう。
For some reason, I think it moved it back to default. Yeah. So, the reason why I died last time is that for some reason my menu went back down on counter. Counter, you don't have to do counter strats here, but the counter is like much preferred, and that's why That's why I'm doing counter strats for this particular thing. Because it's a little bit faster. And it's not foolproof. Counter is not. Thanks for good luck. So confusion, paralyze, and poison are actually OP in here, so you can get confused here. The only way to get out of confusion is that if the enemy, a boss or enemy hits you. I am now the couch. Greetings, Swola, if I said it right. She's drinking your drink. Oh.
ここに来る前にたくさんジュースを飲んでたの忘れてたよ。そういうわけだから遠慮しとくね。そうエナジードリンクで思い出したんだけどさ。
Yeah, pretty much.
私特製のネプビタン V2 ってあるでしょ。実はあれ遊びでエナジードリンクを混ぜたことがきっかけなんだ。そもそもね、学生の頃に文化をしたので。
At this point, conquest is guaranteed to happen. At this point, conquest is already about to happen. So this will be the last VR segment until then, so you get to see only Big Nep for this one more time. Your 100k donate is worth. No one is changing destiny.
ほとんど栄養がない水だったんだよ。これは豆知識ね。いくら女神様とはいえ、病み上がりの状態であんな量を飲んだらえらいことになるからね。水でも普通の人がドラム缶一杯分の量なんて飲んだら大変なことになるから真似しちゃダメだよ。ネプビタン V2 って原料とか配合なんてあんま関係なく、 すごいものを飲むぞっていう思い込みでみんな元気になるんだけどね。飲んだ直後は頭が冴えるかもだけど、基本的には体に無理をさせちゃってるから、くれぐれも飲みすぎには気をつけてね。おい、そろそろ行かないと待ち合わせに遅れるぞ。え、もうそんな時間なの？ごめんね、私今日はちょっと予定があるからそろそろ行かなくちゃ。それじゃあまた絶対来るから待っててね。
Oh, that actually should help. Thanks, Nev. Oh, boy. Oh, she ran off. Alright, so we have to do a little bit of setup here. So, like we do in the V2 original speedruns, I have to do some setup. Trying to remember. That's okay. I died. Game over. So usually if you're doing True End, you would get the Dream Chirper before you do quests. We're not doing that. We're skipping that. Also, like I said, Neptune can easily die because she's by herself, even with 2 people. So death is very hard. You can get, I would say, gang, but that's kind of what it is. Another thing, shout out to Chozak on the strat we're gonna come up with. Some of the skills are technically kind of broken, but I'm not sure on how on most of it. But some of the skills are kind of broken compared to the V2 counterpart. So this costume is for Neptune. It's an optional thing. I'm gonna give it to her, and you get to see her pink. She'll be wearing that for the duration of the duration. Shoutouts to Strat. Steel actually killed. Hold on, I'm not. Hoo hoo hoo! Sushi for breakfast and you're not sharing? Bullshit. Alright, ready? So
準備 OK です。獲物は誰かしら。よし、撃破。私の番ですね。ま、私に任せなさい。余裕ね。誰がいたでしょう。
this is such a bad RNG. That was so bad RNG positioning. Also, there was way too many mobs. Tell him, are you... So basically you want me to tell him that you're confessing to him. Okay, gotcha. Guys. No, it's confessing. What? Really? I don't get it. That was dumb. By the way, the console war ends after this run, so you're better off getting your spam on now while you can. Trying to remember. I don't know if... No, you didn't turn off anti-spam. Actually, I don't know. Do what you want. But then again, that's too much of a drama fest still. You killed her. Kompa-chan. The spam, I don't know why would you take the anti-spam off anyway, because it causes too much drama in the end of the day. And then everyone gets butthurt. And never go to sleep. You said you were going to go to sleep. Why are you awake? Man says he has a headache and he's here. I don't even know why you're here if you have something to do, man. Later. Anyways, the new changes in this one part is you're gonna see SteamX has his very own theme music. So I need to actually which one was? God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Also, you don't even have to touch them. There's a hitbox. A very small hitbox. I got 3 and 4 counters on this so far. So he has his very own theme music. And that's the parts break you guys were looking for. Oh, you're angry at her. And that's Steam Max. Alright. Bisha. That is a Grand Slam one shot. And that's how you beat Bisha. Take that, Bisha, wife. Those are like Bisha. Choo! 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 King Waruchu in his final form. Alright, now we're going with Nora's story. You guys can't ignore her. So hopefully the strat that I would do will actually do it, and it just counters. You still have her showing their fan service skirt. Bisha is Baisha. So, will we get K-shot? That's the question. Hey, we gonna get K-shot? Everyone knows that K-shot is the K-shot of all runners that no one likes. So we're not picking any of the items, like it's not required anymore to get true end. You can defaultly get true end easily without any items. The only benefit of picking up an item is that you auto save in that one spot. Encounters, battles, those kind of things. And I get to have my revenge on the Fenrir that killed me. Revenge is so sweet. I wanted to also, for mapping wise, the other icons are missing, so you wouldn't use scouts. So if you put a scout in Planet Neptune and you're in the station, you won't get any of those scouts anymore. Quests also have been nerfed, so you don't have to kill 10. Maybe you have to kill about 5 or 6 now. That goes the same way with Bird Story. So you have to kill, I think it's either 5 or 6. Well, you have to kill 6 jellies in this quest here. Hey y'all. Yeah. That's what I wanted. I wanted 2 counters or 3 counters at least, but oh wait. Formation also is a key here now, which who goes first. Basically, right now where my formation is at, that's where I go. So Nor goes first. And Nor's more OP now compared to before. I'm not here. That is dumb. I'm not getting what I want. The RNG for this quest is bad. 1-1. I could run away, but whatever.
わかったわ。ただいまっと。 出発！さあ、行きましょう。 何かしら。
You know how the greeting goes now for anyone that has a TCG bot in their channel? It's no longer hi, hello, and all that. It's the way how everyone says hi now is exclamation mark points. That's the way to say hi now. So, what you gotta, this is that's what you guys gotta do. You have to do exclamation mark points, and that's pretty much what you say. You said it's basically hello. I don't even know what that is, Endeavor. That's not hi. Given, called courtesy, man. That's like you going to someone's stream and do points at the beginning. Well, then again, there's some even certain people that don't think before what they say. So I'm changing costumes because it's faster and it gives more stats. In this game, costumes play a huge role now. They're your upgrade compared to in V2 or OG. You don't really need to change your gear that much. Yeah, but you need to upgrade your costume, your gear as you go. Not all the time, but for starting off, you have to. So once I'm not gonna go into more detail later on, but you'll see what I do in my route, because you might need to do that, and that's your best weapon, but that's later on. I wanted 4 counters, and they gave me 4 counters. The CPU chips that used to give cards. But yeah, a lot of stuff has been influenced